I'm going in to get my son. Yeah, we want our baby. We're going to get him.
A former Fort Campbell soldier and his wife fight for custody of their son.
They say they're the victims of a hospital's mistake.
This is the News Channel 5 6 o'clock report.
Hello, everyone. I'm Chris Clark.
And I'm Brett Lee, in for Vicki Yates. Our top story tonight, abuse or illness? Well, that's the decision a Clarksville judge is being asked to make tonight in the baby Gregory case. The child has been in foster care since Vanderbilt doctors diagnosed him with abuse. Baby Gregory's parents say his internal bleeding is from a rare disease, and they've gone to court with evidence they say will get their baby back.
He has spent most of his life in foster care, but baby Gregory may soon be going home with his parents. Greg and Cheryl Bryant Bruce went to court today trying to prove their son's injuries came from something other than child abuse. News Channel 5's Scott Couch joins us live now from Clarksville with the very latest. Scott.
Chris, of course, you'll remember this case gained national attention earlier this year when Dr. Cheryl Bryant Bruce snatched her son Gregory from foster care and drove him down to Atlanta, Georgia, so doctors there could examine him. It is the findings of those doctors from Emory University that the court heard today, findings that the Bryant Bruces say should clear the way for their son to be returned to them. Their trip to court this morning is one Greg and Cheryl Bryant Bruce have been waiting more than a year and a half to make. That's how long it's been since their infant son Gregory was taken away from them, placed in foster care after doctors at Vanderbilt said bleeding around the child's eyes and brain was the result of abuse. It is that evidence the Bryant Bruces say doctors from Georgia will refute.
The doctors at Emory are going to say that there were other things going on with this child that could account for his injuries that are much more plausible than child abuse.
Dr. Benjamin Gold was one of the Emory University physicians who examined baby Gregory in February. He testified today the child does suffer from a rare liver disease called Alagille syndrome, and that Gregory's injuries were more likely a result of the syndrome than abuse.
I feel that once the information is presented to the judge, information of the findings out of Emory, he'll make a judgment based on that, which will be favorable, and that is we'll leave here with Gregory.
Attorneys for the state argue that evidence of the abuse was clear. The Bryant Bruces and several former church members from the Clarksville area remained optimistic that justice will be done.
Don't believe it. I do not believe it, and they have spoken with me as pastor and let me know that they have not abused their child.
Now, testimony in this case is continuing right now. At issue is whether baby Gregory was abused or whether his injuries, the bleeding into his eyes and brain, could possibly have been caused by something else. That's where the sticking point is right now. Chris, doctors at Vanderbilt say that abuse is clear. However, doctors at Emory University say that Alagille syndrome could very well be responsible for these injuries. However, they have not ruled out the possibility of abuse, as no one can.
Thanks, Scott. You'll keep us up to date on developments, I'm sure, as they occur. So here's what's next for our top story. The judge really has three options here. He may give the state time to prepare rebuttal witnesses. He could rule based on the witnesses he's heard today, or he could take the case under advisement and rule later. Now, if he does decide tonight, we will have it for you on our 10 o'clock report. Brett?